Coming to university was a massive culture shock. It wasn't until first year that I saw all sorts of behaviours that seemed unacceptable but were never questioned. Now, groping on nights out is increasingly more common, but if it's not acceptable behaviour on the street, what makes it appropriate in the club? I aim to find out just what university students think of groping and whether it is a serious concern. Welcome to It Happens to Me. This is an issue that is affecting people across the country, with some feeling that they can no longer enjoy going out and their university experience because they don't want to be harassed. We are here to tell their story. Groping on a night out is something I've witnessed and experienced myself firsthand. It's something that makes me feel really uncomfortable, and whilst most of us here at uni can have a good night out and stay safe, it only takes one person to ruin it all. Therefore, I've decided to do some research and see if other university students have experienced it and felt the same way I did. We did a survey and we found that 69% of people who answered it had actually been groped or touched inappropriately in a nightclub. And when we asked if they reported it, only one person did, which is really interesting. We also asked if they thought that clubs could be doing more to raise awareness and prevent groping. And 82% of people said that yes, people should be doing more. So it clearly shows that people think there should be a change, but just who is this issue affecting?
I think once you have a friend or if you experience it yourself, it becomes very real.
That was Polly, a student here in Bournemouth. I met with her to discuss her experiences working in venues across the capital and how she felt vulnerable even behind the bar.
I worked at a bunch of different varieties of places. At another club that I worked at for a long time, there was a man that got very, very close and personal. At first he was just trying to hug me and kiss me and stuff, and I very clearly said no.
Groping was never something I thought would have a big impact on both sexes, but this changed when I spoke to an anonymous student about his upsetting experience.
So I was going to Cameo, the nightclub, obviously, with my flatmates, just dancing, having a good time, and then out of nowhere her hand comes and grabs my crotch area, I guess. All the good things that happen around you, sort of just enjoying yourself, being drunk, they immediately go. And I think being drunk at the time makes you feel even worse. And it was more the feeling that as soon as it happened, I just grabbed my friend and I was like, I need to go home. So I just didn't feel, in a way I didn't feel well. It's I felt a little bit ill by it. And I think it comes back to that social stigma where if you told someone, they'd be like, oh, it's just a grab or it's a girl, so get over it sort of thing. So I did. It hasn't bothered me since, but it's still sort of lurking in my mind. Some boys would think, oh, it's a girl touching your crotch, you should go in there. She clearly wants you, and in fact, same with a girl, if you don't want it to happen to you, then they shouldn't be doing it.
It's not acceptable for gender to be an excuse or a reason for it not to happen, because it's just, people say it's human nature, but I think it's something which is being built with culture. I really, really do not appreciate seeing that happening to my friends and it happening to me. It enrages me. I really, really don't appreciate it, and it is just disgusting, and it's a violation of personal space.
So what are other venues doing to prevent this from happening to others? I met with Liv and Esther from Hollaback London. They have been running a campaign and so far have educated 100 venues and 20 SU bars on how to deal with sexual harassment.
I think there's definitely a call to start focusing these energies on SU bars and things like that. Obviously there's a lot going on at the moment with universities hopefully starting to take more accountability for what happens on campus and the safety of their students. It's really important to start the conversation, to talk about consent, to talk about what harassment is, how it can escalate. I think there's definitely a normalisation of harassment on nights out. There is the idea that if you are on a night out and something happens to you, somebody touches you, somebody grabs you, it's part of going out. If you don't like it, go home. Which is obviously the name Good Night Out came from the idea that everybody deserves to have a good night out, and that shouldn't be ruined by people acting inappropriately, and then when they disclose that, they're not taken seriously and they're not listened to.
I asked Polly if she had received sexual harassment training and if clubs will benefit from getting involved in schemes like this.
People assume that you know like what date rape is and all that, but when it came to like the staff and stuff, it was more training about like how to work efficiently and work fast throughout the night, because it's not really expected to happen every day. But it does make me feel really, really happy knowing that bar managers are sort of thinking about this and thinking how to prevent it before it happens. Like if, like you said, bartenders don't know what to do when it's already happened, but trying to stop it, that is something that is very possible and very easy.
It's clear to see that in 2017, people were calling for a change. We gathered at one of the many Reclaim the Night protests held this year to show our support for ending violence against women, including sexual harassment. People gathered from across the South Coast to back the cause, and we got to witness every enchanting moment.
Yes means yes and no means no.
There was so much passion and emotion in the air, and it was clear to see that thousands are demanding a change so that women and men can now feel safe in their own streets. Sexual assault and groping is affecting people across the UK, and whilst university students are set out on having a good time and letting loose, there is a fine line, and people are tired of having to deal with those who behave inappropriately. To those people, I can only say that they must remember the importance of consent.